Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Well, Jim, it's great to be on the show.
Larry, the coronavirus affecting operations of so many different businesses. How's it hitting yours?
Well, it hits it everywhere. We're currently down to about half the people in here. But one wasn't due to a coronavirus. Terry, the one that looks after all of our communication with the exchange and all of our corporate aspects. As a matter of fact, she is the corporate secretary, was hit by a car, unfortunately, and got a concussion. She's out of here for a couple of weeks, and Zarko's isolated, so that doesn't leave many in the office. So, but we're carrying on with everything that we can do. And currently, of course, with Cometco, they're down to a skeleton crew because their operation has about over 30 employees, and so they have to shut down, and they've got a skeleton crew working in there. So it just affects the timeline a little bit, but overall, everything that we've done has been great. Everything that Cometco's done has been had fantastic results. So we're very happy with that. But the coronavirus is also stopping us on a corporate level. We were into some exciting work with a group and. Actually a political group, and that has been slowed down. So we're just maintaining and keep things going. We still getting a lot of press out there. I've attached quite a few articles to this podcast that talks about things that are happening around the world and different areas we were mentioned, like in some radio stations and everything, in TV stations, I should say, in the U.S. But it doesn't seem to help much. It seems like you get, like, just in the last hour, you had a group that basically knocked the price down from 12 down to 12.5, down to 10.5. But that again is temporary. That's not going to stay there. And but it does tell you that the predator trading is going on. I'm really disappointed in the Safe Canadian Mining Group. They have lobbied nobody about bringing back the uptick rule. And I think that's what we all put our money into, see something like that happen. But unless they have an interview or something like that to post, I don't see anything where they're lobbying the exchanges or the government or anything to reinstate. There's pressure put on Trump in the U.S. and the SEC to reinstate the uptick rule, but you just don't see that happening up here. People just, I don't know. I can't get their mind wrapped around it, I guess, but they're not realizing that their value is being destroyed by predator trading. And that's unfortunate, because if everybody got behind it and started lobbying their MPs and lobbying the exchange and IROC and the regulatory bodies about bringing back the uptick rule, which strangely enough seemed to work for 82 years, and now they claim they can't bring it back because of all the platforms out there. I'm really not seeing that. But I can't understand how you just can't change the rule and all the platforms have to oblige. You know what I mean, Jim? But anyway, that's my usual complaint. But the fact of the matter is the stock market has looked like it might be stabilizing. And, if we see a few more days where we're flat or maybe ticking up, we might see some stabilization. And that'll come not from predator trading or anything else. It'll come from the coronavirus when everybody starts getting back to work. China's almost all back to work now. They had after their quarantines and everything, they had a period of flattening out, and now the reported cases are dropping. Same thing with South Korea. So, these things are happening, and it looks like it may be happening in the U.S. So, once that scare is over, and it seems to have been beaten into a frenzy, and I'm not saying that the coronavirus is not something to be fearful of. It's the fact that, it seems to be coming under control, and that's what we look for. We don't like to see people, dying from the coronavirus, whether they're older or whether they're younger. It doesn't matter. Any life that's lost is life lost. There's nothing you can do to get that back, but you can certainly curtail the advancement of it. And so that's what the governments around the world are trying to do. There's been lots of things that have been enacted because they've shut down small businesses, which is going to affect them in a very negative way. And but they're also supplying money to the people that were working there, and standstills on rent and different things like that that just have to be beneficial for the whole market. And because it's this is going to be a trying time crawling out of this hole, and but I think the market, as fast as it went down, it can go back up just as fast, and I see that on the horizon. And even if it went back up only 50% of its losses, that's a good area to start from. And, things are happening in the recycling world, which I've attached some articles that now the focus seems to be on it. And so that means that companies like AMY will benefit from that. And you'll probably see that where we might fit in the puzzle down the road. But the total thing is that I see an end to the coronavirus. It's from everything I'm reading, and I think the markets will be coming back, and a month from now will be as business as usual. And there's a lot of people, of course, that are looking at this area to buy the stock. It's down 50% from where it was. And this would be a good entry point. I can't say whether it is a good entry point because the markets, I don't control the markets, and trying to control your own market is a full-time job. So you keep the information flowing, let people know that the patents are granted, and show me another company that has patents out there, and I'd be very happy to do a due diligence on that. But I don't see them. And, this is going to be the most important thing out there. This is going to be the final step in the development of the EV cars and the manufacture of batteries. And now the recycling of batteries is going to be the next big move. So, one of the articles is talking about a $150 billion budget on the recycling and reuse. And, that's a lot of money thrown at a very serious problem. And we can't help but benefit from that.
Larry, for people new to American Manganese, what is the company all about?
Well, American Manganese is a critical metal company that developed a excellent process for processing very low grades of ore in the U.S. for the manganese business. And that's a critical metal, one of the top ones. And we've taken that as a cornerstone for developing a solution for recycling lithium-ion batteries. We've shown that we can do up close to 100% of the recapture or the recovery of the cathode materials like lithium, nickel, manganese, cobalt. And, this is going to be a big step in the future for the company. So, information can be found at our website, AmericanManganeseInc.com. We're traded on the Venture Exchange, the Toronto Venture Exchange, under the symbol AMY. We're traded in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF. And we're traded in Frankfurt under the symbol 2AM. You can reach me at LREAUGH at AMYMN.com. or you can phone here at the office at 778-574-4444. And just before I sign off, Jim, I'd just like to say that our third OPAD out there that we have with the Economic Standard has had, as of almost 10 days ago now, we had 40,000 reviews, so that's been well placed. That takes us up to about 156,000 views in 3 letters, and I'm sure that helps spread the word on the company. So I wish everybody a good weekend.
Larry, thank you so much for the update.
You're welcome.
I've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on March 20th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.